So we'll begin with the big picture today here as well. We are currently below 500 and kind of trading within this range of previous support. This is very likely to break down. If it does, then we could see further downside on any of these kind of potential support levels initially at this 9,230. You can see here every time price rallied kind of pull back above, failed to hold, and then sold off further downside. Let's see if today we retest these lows and we fail to hold. Perhaps we can see acceleration to the downside. Of course, it's non-farm payrolls today, but let's see if and when this will happen. At the moment, looks very weak. On the other hand, if we hold, if you see here, every time we held this level, we rallied aggressively for the first 3 days or even after this kind of choppiness. Even with this case here, we rallied straight up to 900, almost 400 plus points, but this time we failed. Perhaps this is a time to break it to the downside, but of course it might pull back above a little bit and then goes. So let's see. On the 1 minute chart here we have a very tight initial balance, 34 points. So what I look for is for price. We'll see if it manages to go down and hold support at any of these levels. Perhaps I will try to buy it here, but it depends how it goes. Again, on the other hand, price can go straight up and hold above this and hold support and then goes further upside for a retest of 500s. But again, price action might be limited this morning due to a non-farm payroll, so we'll see how this goes. So price broke out this initial balance high in European cash open price. Let's see if it holds support around here. I will try to buy it for the continuation up to perhaps 500s.
That closes.
So price failed to hold above here and held resistance perfect to 400s. I bought a couple of times here and stopped out. Let's see now if price will hold any support at these levels, and I'll try to buy it here. So price collapsing right now. I shorted this kind of pullback here and resistance with volume weighted average price and initial balance high in US cash open price. I will take out the first here and possibly hopefully the second trade down here. Very nice collapse right here. You can see if the one scenario doesn't work, perhaps we will go to the other. So still holding this short here. Let's see if we hold any kind of resistance at this previous support level below days open price, and then we'll look for a move down to 300s. Very important supports as well, all of this, but as I said earlier, perhaps we could go further downside. So let's see. Very nice short position right here, 40 points. Let's see if it flashes down to 300s, almost 100% of its average range, so perhaps we could see some exhaustion, but let's see. So I close my position right here, perhaps I closed it early. Let's see if we go down to 300s. The reason I close my position because we make 100% of its average range. This is the average range for the first hour of cash market trade. So perhaps let's see how price will set up later and we'll see. So you can see here how this, by having knowledge of the average ranges within the first hour and every hour of trading, can help you to execute properly. I closed down my position here and of course it bounced back up. Perhaps it will go further downside later, but for this hour, this is kind of the average range. So I closed it exactly like here because of this information. So we can see here price held the midpoint of this initial balance range. Let's see now, this could be very good short, but I'm waiting to short it around this kind of time frame right here. So let's see. We can see price held resistance initially at equilibrium line and sold off, but held perfect support here at 340s. This is multi-month support and then rallied back above. I bought here for a potential breakout of this 420s and potential rally up to 500s. Let's see if this happens. So price failed to hold this high right here. Let's see if this could prove to be a good short. But again, now the more time price spends within this area, we have high probability to go further upside. But again, due to NFP later, perhaps we have limited price action. So I bought here for this breakout of initial balance high. Let's see if price will manage to retest this kind of yesterday's US session high or even higher at 500s. So price failed to break out and hold above. Let's see if it does in a while. But again, this kind of very short price action, but gradually is going up. You can see here the statistic edge I use here for these 2 hours of trading. This is 100% of the average range. This is average range for these 2 hours. So resistance held combined with this initial balance high. Perhaps now price sells and trades between these two levels until this kind of time frame. Let's see. So we can see the price gradually making new highs. Let's see if how it will behave up here and if it goes up here and if this is not just a 3 push high pattern and then perhaps at the turn of the hour we see flash down move. Let's see which scenario will play out. At the moment no position, waiting to see. Perhaps I could have held this kind of long up here. So we can see price failed to hold this is potentially a 3 push high pattern with low volume divergence. So that means that we have higher highs while volume is going on the other side. Let's see if we sell and retest this kind of lows right here. So I bought here on DAX for this kind of support here at the middle point, as I was explaining earlier, within this range. Let's see now if we break out this initial balance high, we will rally up to 420s. I got long as well here on the S&P. You can see here this is volume weighted average price, very clear support. As you can see here on the ladder we have very big volume right here, 5,000 lots at this level, so my stop will be down here. Again, this is the entry, immediately rallied as DAX did as well. Still one lot long. Let's see if we manage to go up to this area around how it will behave here at 1911s and up here to 1914s, and if it goes up here. Very nice buy here down here. This is the middle point of the range I use, as I said earlier on Periscope as well. I will let scale up first part of the position here below this level and then potentially leave the rest for more upside. So price just consolidating here sideways due to NFP later in 1 hour, so the next trade will be during NFP. So we can see now price making lower highs right here until from this kind of turn of the hour 3 push up, as I was explaining, because of volume divergence. Let's see if it manages to break down any of the levels. So we can see now price action similar to yesterday within these 5.5 hours of trading. Lower highs, resistance here at 400s, failure prior with fake up moves. Every move this was with low volume, so it collapsed, broke down VWAP and it made a new low for the day. 1 minute now until the data. Let's see if we have any flash down move here at any of these levels or flash up move, so I will try to play the momentum. So I bought this flash down move. Let's see if we manage to rally back up. Okay, so the trade was closed here due to trailing stop. Let's see if we retest this and we hold support, otherwise we'll sell hard back down below 300. So I shorted this move right here. Let's see if we flash down below this. If this breaks down, we'll break hard. You can see price testing this low. If this breaks down, we'll flash down towards 200s. So scale out most of my position here. Perhaps we'll sell back down. This is very good entry. I have my trailing stop, which I'm pulling it back manually. Let's see if we hold down this support or if we sell back down. So I bought here of this kind of support. We see failure to flash down. Let's see now if we manage to rally up at any of these 400s level. Close my positions here. You can see here we're holding resistance at this initial balance low of the day. If this proves to be the case, we should see further downside. So let's see. Limited price action at the moment, but nice trades. So this trade worked 44 points so far since my initial entry. I bought again here for the momentum. If we now manage to break out today's open price and this kind of levels, we should see further upside. Of course, we could see this kind of setup, but again, let's see how price will behave. At the moment, just rallying, initial flash down move, but then let's see. Very nice move, 43 points into the trade. This is very critical point right here. It will either flash up or will find resistance. Euro dollar selling down, bond selling down. So let's see. You can see initial resistance here as expected, but let's see if this holds or if this breaks out. So let's see how I traded this. Of course, price breaking out. I closed my position a bit too early. Now this was the initial short. This is the initial long which stopped out because of trailing stop. This was the short, 50 points right here and 45 points. This was a long which stopped out due to trailing stop as well. This was a little bit of loss, and a long position up here for 27 points. If on the other hand I should have held this kind of support up down here, I would have benefited for 100 points for now, and perhaps for even much higher. But let's see how price will behave first. So price held resistance here at 400s. I shorted here. Let's see if it breaks down middle point in 373s and goes down to 340s area or down here to 325s. Very nice short so far. I will scale up the position here and leave the rest potentially for more downside. So I close my position right here. Perhaps I should have bought it. Let's see if any of these levels hold support. This is the 50% of this initial rally as well. Perhaps this could be a good continuation to the upside. You can see here great support at 50% of this kind of initial rally. Let's see if we have any continuation up to 400s. Nice trade as well, 26 points already. Let's see if we manage to meet this kind of previous high and this 421's high. This is the high from first hour of cash market open. Very nice. You can see initial support, rally, 50% retracement, and support and rally again. Let's see if this rally exceeds these 400s. Close my position here. Perhaps it was the last trade until the US session. Let's see what will happen in here, how market will behave. At the moment we are seeing consistent failure above this higher range, and let's see if that means that we will have further downside later. So you can see price continuing to trying to make new high. This is the other two trades, 14 points here, 17 points there. Perhaps I could have held this for potential upside, but let's wait for US session, because what used to happen is after the non-farm payrolls, 1 hour after, we used to have good trends. Let's see if this is the case today. Let's see here in terms of statistic for the average range within these 5.5 hours of trading. We almost reached 120% of this move, so this was good reason to buy. Of course, if we manage to go even lower at 140%, it will be better. You can see here price rallied above, but today we are just remain within this kind of days range. Let's see if we break out or down within the US session.
Of euro sterling.
Just look at this here, my initial entry 300, 130 points. Let's see if it fails here above day's open price, day's high. See how everything changes, how fast everything changes. Support here, support at initial balance low, prior to this support here, 200 point up. Let's see if we manage to short this up above 500s. So let's see here if we manage to buy this kind of previous low on S&P 500 with a very tight stop. You can see here initial buying since my entry here at 1896.75. I was hoping to buy it lower down here, as you can see at the low of the day. Let's see if this trade works. You can see here, the more down we go, the lighter the volume becomes. So I move my stop to scratch right now. Let's see if the trade works until volume weighted average price up to 903s. Managed to enter down here at 92.75. Let's see if we have a 18.95 retest. I sorted here for this breakdown. Let's see if this happens. It will scale out the position like this. You can see 1000 lot here. I bought DAX here as well for this kind of support. Let's see if we manage to retest this day's high. You can see here on SPX, if we manage to break out this kind of previous breakdown point, then we'll probably retest 1902 here on volume weighted average price. Let's see if this happens. We'll scale out the position here. Let's see now if this breakout will happen. I bought here for the breakout play. Yes, price breaking out. Let's see if it retest this volume weighted average price. Very nice trade so far right here. You can see this correlation with DAX as well. Let's see if we broke out all these levels and we retest this high. Failure to hold above. I sorted here for the potential resistance. If perhaps we could see further downside. Let's see if this resistance will hold. So price collapse right here. It didn't manage to go up to volume weighted average price. Let's see if this resistance will hold and we have a new low for the day. I've sorted it here at 98. So price trying to make testing the low of the day now. Let's see if it flashes down and make a new low.
Beijing City, there are relaxed limits on foreigners for home buying. Let's go to one headline here on Bloom.
Straight down collapsing. Let's see if any of these important levels hold any support. Still short here from 96s. So I sort it up here, 96 to 85. You can see here on the hourly chart we failed to hold above 900s, sold off straight down. Let's see if we hold any support at this area. You can see some kind of support here at this level on the 5-minute chart. This is kind of important swing low. DAX sold off as well, but kind of held resistance here at this fake out move. You can see here today every move above this 421 is a fake move, so this could be very good area for shorts. So we can see price now on DAX failed miserably here up to this point. Let's see if he managed to break down this kind of previous low of NFP, and if it does, we could see 200 retest. Of course, not sure how much down it will go due to Friday, but again you can see selling down. Let's see here what the statistic tells us. For now, for this US session, for 2 hours of trading, we have 100% of the average range is this, 140% is this level right here. So once it reached it, sold off a little bit below and held support. I would like to buy it down to 200 to be honest, but this perhaps will not happen today due to Friday lack of volume and things like that. But let's see if it goes down to below this level 250s. I will look to buy it here for a potential move up during the European cash close. You can watch my Periscope as well. I was talking about these levels down here to 200 this morning. So if you go and watch it here just 5 minutes to understand why price might bounce from there. So I bought here at 250 as I was explaining a little while ago. Why? Let's see if we flash back up to 300 for a retest and then potentially gradually upwards. Let's see, perhaps this whole down move will trace a little bit up to 300 or even 325s. So let's close this today with a big picture as we began when we were up here. I was talking about if these levels broke to the downside, we should see further downside possible towards 9,000. Combined with this kind of previous year supports right here. Of course today we just kind of tested and we held so far. Let's see where the US session will lead us. So that's it for today and thanks for watching.